So today I was in a trade, right? Simple trade. 2 micros at a key resistance level. Now, I wasn't supposed to play minis. This is the NASDAQ in the morning. It can get crazy. But there was something in me that was pushing me to revenge trade, to overtrade, dollar cost average, put on another contract. You got to get it back. I was down $80. Then I was down $120. My wise mind said, look, just stop, man. Get out the trade. But I said no. My ego jumped in and said, no, I know it's going to turn. It's going to turn for me. Let me add one more mini. So I didn't add a mini. So now I'm down $600. And I said, you know what? It's definitely going to turn right here. I know the NASDAQ, it's already up 250 points. It ain't going no higher. It's going to turn. My grandiosity took over and said, I'm going to add another mini. Now watch what happened. Of course, it went to $1,000 max drawdown. I was $80 away from passing my Top Step account today. $80, that's all I needed to make. But I didn't intervene on a major life theme that I have in my life. You may have it too, that's why I'm sharing this. Because I didn't intervene, all those things took over. I made these decisions because I didn't intervene on a serious core belief. I didn't go there and challenge what was going on. Hit max drawdown. 2 minutes later, the NASDAQ tanked about 100 points. It went my direction. Had I waited 2 more minutes, had I did the plan, had I not gotten into my emotions, right? Difficulty managing emotions. Now, what's at the core of this? Today, I'm going to tell you the 5 things that shame. 5 things that shame can affect a day trader. Whether you know it or not, most of us, many of us, have an unhealthy core belief, especially if we're like type A personality, especially if we're, men who are conquerors, men that like to, who are hunters and achieve things. We have an unhealthy core belief. It is, I am what I accomplish. I am what I accomplish is a negative, debilitating, unhealthy core belief. It's not true. But when we have that core belief, I am what I accomplish, what we do is we attach our identity to our accomplishments, which helps reinforce the life theme of perfectionism. So what goes on is this. We have a life theme of, some of us have a life theme of perfectionism, right? With a core belief of I am what I accomplish. So when we're not executing the trade perfectly, it messes with our identity. Because our identity says, you gotta get it perfect. Your identity is tied into your perfectionism. So I can't settle for no $80 loss. I gotta try to turn the tide, make this thing work, because my identity is on the line, and shame is hiding in the swamp, ready to tell me, look at you, shame on you. I thought you had it down. You should have been better by now. What are you doing entering so soon? You better make this thing right. Shame is hiding in the shadows, ready to take you into the swamp. Shame is that voice that says, you're worthless. You're a failure. Not you made a mistake, but you are the mistake. Shame is that voice that wants to pull us back. Be small. Hide. You blow 4 accounts on on YouTube live, you're live streaming, you blow 4 accounts, and now you want to shut your whole thing down. That's the voice of shame. So, what do we have to do? Somebody say intervention. We intervene on this negative core belief. We say, no, that is not true. I am powerful, I am wonderful, I am brilliant, I am fully capable of doing whatever I need to do at any time that I need to. That is not true. My identity is not based on my accomplishments. We eradicate this need for perfectionism. So there's a difference between perfectionism is impossible. You can't get it. That can never happen. So what do? We get to the point where we have to put something called boundaries. So we have to get to the point where we can acknowledge, okay, listen, I haven't shined the light on this shame monster yet and put him in the light and got him out of my life. I still struggle with this identity thing of I am what I accomplish. I still have this issue where I overtrade, I revenge trade. I try to be like Nate Diaz and fight back and get back, but it's the NASDAQ. I'm trying to fight the NASDAQ. I can't beat the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ will whoop my tail. So, what do? Boundaries. I put on a trade, put on a limit order, walk away. Boundaries. If I'm down $50, I cut the trade. Come back 15 minutes later. Boundaries. If my emotions are off and the trade is going sideways and I have the urge to revenge trade, overtrade, get in, jump down and do 20 push-ups. If you have a dog, call your dog, pet the dog, jump in a cold shower, go outside, get your mind. You got to create boundaries. Until we develop the discipline to not care, not chase, mess up, lose $50, lose $100, oh well, cut the trade. Until we develop that level of discipline where it doesn't matter, we have to make sure we put in boundaries. Boundaries are simple as putting brackets, setting stop losses, like I said, intervening with turning the computer off, coming back a half hour later. Whatever it is, whatever boundary you need, boundaries will keep you safe. This is JP Legacy. Listen, trading is not actually difficult. What's difficult is managing your emotions, finding the awareness, learning your life themes, understanding what's going on. Is it grandiosity? Do I have a life theme of perfectionism? What's coming up for me right now? Is it, grandiosity, I know best. I got this, I can make it work. Or is it shame? Shame on you. Once we accomplish that, we're able to identify. Go in there, eradicate the shame monster. Bind them up. And we can come out on the other side. It's been a tough one today. But dialectical thinking says, just because situations are what they are, it doesn't change who we are. God bless.